You have to make communication simple again. Simple again. Okay? And how do you do that? It's a very simple framework. I call it the simple framework of communication. SIMPLE. So the S stands for something, the IMPLE stands for something, right?
Waste another thanks for this awesome video.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission. I'm a man.
Wow, I learned quite a lot. I could understand, I learned, and I could see the difference.
Hey, this is Bishal Sarkar, and for years I struggled with my communication. And of course, I had some good mentors, but in the beginning, I used to go to a lot of trainers and a lot of people who just were selling their programs in advertisements, in newspapers, and all that, the old fashioned. I used to go to them, and they used to, complicate the entire communication for me. They used to complicate the entire thing. They used to teach 97 techniques of listening, 423 ways of using the right words or whatever, and it was never interesting. It was always complicated, and I think that's how most quote unquote experts today, and the people who call themselves gurus, they do it by actually complicating the shit. They complicate the thing so that you think, oh my god, I'm not understanding anything, I have to pay them more, and you end up paying a lot of money, and you still don't get what you actually went them for. Right? So maybe you wanted to just calm your mind. They teach you about a little bit meditation. Then they say it's not just meditation. You have to know about your next birth and last birth, which I think has value, by the way, guys. That's fine. I believe in multiple births too. But then you go into that. Then they hypnotize you. Then you're like, you went there to calm your mind, and you're like, you spent 10-15 lakhs rupees, and you still like, what the fuck? I did not learn anything yet. Why is that happening? It's happening because many times I'm just looking at my phone. I was getting a call, just had to disconnect. So how do you not do that? It's because, guys, it's simple. You have to make communication simple again. Simple again. Okay? And how do you do that? It's a very simple framework. I call it the simple framework of communication. SIMPLE. So the S stands for something. The IMPLE stands for something, right? Yeah, the S stands for stop. 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 What's stop? Well, stop speaking before your audience stops listening. Many times people are so boring as speakers. They keep speaking, but the audience stop listening. No. You want to stop speaking before they stop listening. So that I think that's very valuable for people to know, because until and unless you keep your communication short and punchy and stop it, people are not going to feel glued to your speech. Second, the I stands for interesting. You have to be interesting as a speaker, and there are only two things that get people's interest. There is a difference between attention and interest, by the way. Attention, a loud noise, a bam, that gets your attention, but that does not mean it's getting your interest. So there are two things that gets people's interest. As my friend, the alchemist entrepreneur Dov Gordon said, two things gets people interest. Number one, a problem. When somebody talks about a problem that you have but don't want. You have headache, somebody talks about headache, it gets your interest. A problem that you have and don't want. Or number two, a result you want but don't have. I want to double my income, and somebody talks about doubling the income, it gets your interest. These are the only two things that get people's interest. So ask yourself, how can I, in my speech, in my communication, in my video, in my email, in my conversation with my wife, or when I'm just hugging her at night, or when I'm talking to my kids, when I'm talking to my employer, how can I talk about a problem that they have and don't want, or how can I talk about a result they want and don't have? So whenever you do that, you're gonna get people's interest. The M stands for moving. Are the audience members moving emotionally? Whenever you're speaking, if you really have a simple communication system, every single time people are gonna feel, wow, that was good. For example, I can guarantee one thing. When you're gonna finish watching this video particularly, you're gonna feel, wow, that simple framework is very simple. I can write it down. Maybe you're taking notes right now and you feel, I moved myself. You're going to feel happier. I want that. And I think it's important for your audience members to feel that way. So ask yourself, am I really moving my audience from this part to that part in a powerful way? If not, if you're not moving the audience, it's not a simple communication framework. The fourth, the P, stands for persuasive. Are you persuasive enough? When you're talking about something, are people believing in what you're saying? You can say a lot of this, but are they believing? So, for example, this is one. I was doing a training a few days ago, and
How many of you feel that you have improved your public speaking by coming to the Confident Speaker Conference?
Yes, I am.
Two more questions. How many of you feel that you have improved your communication, confidence, and belief about yourself after coming to the Confident Speaker Conference? Last question. How many of you feel that the moment you get out of the door, your life is going to be better than it was until yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, good, man. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome. Give yourself a round of applause, okay? Woo. That's all I have. Let's go.
And yeah, that's important, right? So people come to the program, and because I teach them how to become persuasive. So make a good case. Use reviews or quotations from other people or a case study of other companies or individuals to really back up your case. That gives you persuasion. So you need that. And the L stands for loving. If you really want to become a confident speaker, if you want to become a powerful speaker, you have to love people, guys. You have to love people. You have to love the person you are speaking with, even though they are not your family member. Maybe that's a receptionist you're speaking with. Maybe that's a team member. Maybe it's an ex-team member. But when you're talking to them, have love for them. Like when I'm speaking with you right now, you can feel my presence. I'm here for you because I love you. I may not know you, but I know you're watching the video on a phone or tablet or computer, and because you're watching this right now because you want to improve. You want to improve. And you've been watching my videos because you know I can help you, and you would be right. If you're the right fit for my program, if you qualify, yeah, I can help you. I love you. Do you love people that you speak with? See, if you don't love people, you can have a lot of knowledge, but people are not going to be led by you. If you want to lead people, you have to love people. John Maxwell said many years ago, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Do you care for people? Do you care for people? You have to love people. And I've seen when you really love people, people can feel that. People can feel that you really bond with them and they connect with you. That's important. And the final E stands for energize. Energize. You want to energize your audience. Whenever you're speaking, if you really want to have a simple communication tool set, you want to make sure that they end on a high, that they came with level 6 when you started speaking to them, but when you're ending, they are at level 9 or 10. And that's what we do. When you call us for the Confident Speaker Workshop, I teach you and train you on how to actually do that. Not just learn some knowledge, but to actually drill down so I can train you, mentor you, rehearse you, consult with you, coach you personally to make you the greatest speaker that you can be. That's my goal. I don't want anything less than that. I want to make you the greatest that you can be. That's the simple communication method. So just let me clarify, let me revise everything right now. Okay? Communication, the simple framework is S stands for stop because of short. Stop speaking before your audience stops listening. I stands for interesting. You have to be an interesting speaker. How do you do that? You either talk about a problem they have and don't want, or a result they want and don't have. M stands for moving. You have to move people emotionally. P stands for you have to be persuasive. Make a good case. Persuasion is important. L stands for you have to be loving. Love the person you're speaking with. And E stands for energizing. Leave people energized when they are finished talking to you. So this is the simple framework. And guys, I'm a simple guy. I like, at the end of the day, I'm I'm a simple guy. I just turn the lights off and I go to bed. That's what I do, right? So I'm a simple guy, and I know that you are a simple guy as well. So if you really want to become a powerful speaker in the simplest way, if you want to really master the formula that we teach you, come to the Confident Speaker Workshop. It's an amazing program. I mean, we have the Balanced Life Mastermind, which is my signature program. It's a 12-month mentorship, but not everybody has 25 lakhs rupees to 47 lakhs rupees to be a part of the 1-year mentorship. Not everybody has the capacity right now, because we are increasing the standard of the program even more, including the investment, the capacity of the mastermind, the new group, but not everybody has that. So maybe you want to see that Bishal, I want to get into Bishal's program, the mastermind, but first I want to see if I can really get value from him in the 2-day program. So if you're a subject matter expert, 3 things must be there. Number 1, you have to be serious about communication. Number 2, you have to be very, very serious about your life. And number 3, you have to be a subject matter expert. If you meet these 3 things, these 3 criteria, you probably will be a good fit to come to the Confident Speaker Workshop. The number is right here. You can see. Yep, right there. So when you call this number, one of our team members is going to talk to you and tell you how the program works. And if you're a right fit for the program, they're going to send you the link. You can read all the information, and it's going to be great. So I want you to use that. So this is the simple technique of communication, and I hope that you get value from that. Bishal Sarkar here, always reminding you that confidence is not about perfection. It's all about connection.
I'm a man on a